whenever I read this gospel, I'm reminded of something that Gandhi said. He was asked what he thought about Christianity. And he said, "I don't know. I've never met anybody who practices it." I think there is a certain amount of truth in that, because this is one of the most difficult gospels, and one which we somehow manage to justify away in our minds in many different ways. If somebody comes up to me and hits me, will I turn the other cheek? I've never met anybody yet who does so. We all want to retaliate. We all want somehow to fight back. And then we justify it in our own minds. And then when it says, "Love your enemies," we kind of make a grudging token awareness of doing so. But truly loving them, that's very difficult. To actually not sit there resenting them, not wanting that they should somehow know what they've done to us, that somehow they should suffer as well. We sit and we seethe. And we pretend, because we are polite to their faces, that we love our enemies. So often we don't. Jesus asks us to go even further than loving our friends, loving our neighbours, loving our family. Anybody can do that. Even the great sinners do as much. And we do it at a personal level, we do it at a national level, and at an international level as well. We are made to feel that somehow our reactions to unprovoked attacks should enable us to be able to defend ourselves, to go out and attack other countries. I think back to the invasion of Iraq in 2001 and all the great evils that unfolded. Simply because, as a Christian country, we didn't put our Christian principles into practice. We hadn't even been attacked. We thought we would preempt it. And George Bush and Tony Blair went to see the Pope, who said there was no justification whatsoever in what you were doing, not even in the just war principle. But still, they went ahead, two ostensibly Christian leaders. But do we not keep making the same mistakes over and over again, personally and nationally and internationally? We don't find it in our hearts to somehow see that perhaps if we took the first step in forgiveness, that would break a cycle of violence. If we took the first step in loving our neighbour and our enemy, perhaps that too would help us to be a better society. For some reason, we don't take these words of Jesus seriously. We somehow can manage to justify them in our own minds. Say, well, they don't make any move towards me. Why should I make a move towards them? Why should I do this? Why is it always me? And I only say this because I do it myself. I know perfectly well what it's like to sit there and resent and not forgive and not love. And yet, whenever I read this gospel, I'm brought up short. Am I truly a Christian? Am I truly somebody who follows Christ? Look where it led him. Does he not say, as he is taken, he could command the whole horde of angels to his defence? He stops Peter from lashing out with his sword, and he himself is taken and tried as a criminal, and taken and killed on the cross. And what does he say on the cross? He doesn't threaten, he doesn't complain, he doesn't moan. He says, "Father, forgive them. They don't know what they are doing." As Christians, we resist the cross. We resist suffering. We want to carry on with our own petty indulgences of hate and resentment and anger. But we need to listen to the voice of Christ speaking in our Gospels. And it's not easy, and it never will be easy, because we do not want to be accused unjustly. We do not want to have to suffer unjustly. Why has this person got a down on me? Why does this country pick on us for no reason? And yet, the demands of the gospel, they are unflinching. We must forgive. We must not hate. We must turn the other cheek.